Moving on to the next best habit for healthy hormones and PMS-free, cramp-free periods is to get your daily dose of vitamin D, aka the sun vitamin, for at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. Daily sunlight exposure is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. It helps the human body to manufacture the required amount of vitamin D, which is essential for hormone function, fertility, sexual function, regular and symptom-free periods, stable moods, immunity, abundant energy, and so much more. However, mainstream media and conventional medicine and certain sunscreen companies will have you fearing the sun and heavily warning against sun exposure. And sure, there is no getting around the fact that getting too much sun is dangerous for your skin. But avoiding the sun is dangerous too, given that vitamin D deficiency has been linked to emotional and physical symptoms of PMS, period pain, fertility issues, birth defects, PCOS, long cycles, obesity, depression, osteoporosis, hypertension, certain cancers, and neurodegenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's. Avoiding the sun means that we are missing out on the many, many crucial benefits and the major role that vitamin D plays in supporting our overall health. People who work indoors, wear full coverage clothing, use sunblock regularly, are dark-skinned, obese, aged, or those who consciously avoid the sun are at risk of vitamin D deficiency. So, I say, it's time to stop fearing the sun, and instead, it's all about smart and conscious sunlight exposure. So let's talk about how getting daily sunlight can help with period pain relief, because this is a big one. As you may already know, hormone-like chemicals called prostaglandins produced during your period trigger muscles in your uterus to contract, helping to expel the uterine lining. However, the higher your levels of prostaglandins, the more period pain you experience. Research has shown that adequate levels of vitamin D leads to less inflammation and lower levels of inflammatory prostaglandins, which is why supplementation of vitamin D has shown to significantly improve symptoms of primary dysmenorrhea, also known as period pain, and reduce the need for pain relief medication in some women. So awesome. If our vitamin D levels are low, we will be less efficient at regulating these inflammatory prostaglandins and may be more likely to experience more painful periods. So, is the solution for period pain and PMS supplementing with vitamin D? If there is no sunlight where you live, or you're someone who is unable to get regular exposure to sunlight, supplementation may be a good option for you to discuss with your practitioner. However, still do as best as you can, even if it's cloudy, get outside, expose yourself to sun. Another option could be investing in a light box or even red light therapy. I, for one, personally do not believe in reaching for any supplement until we first take action in improving our lifestyle and nutritional habits that are within our control. Supplements can be used as complementary when necessary to fill in nutritional gaps. So before thinking about supplementation, instead, can you aim to get that 20 to 30 minutes from the natural source itself, being the sun, and see what difference it makes for you over time? Now, a common question I get is, can we get vitamin D from foods? And the answer is that diet alone is really not enough to support optimal hormone functioning. There is a reason why vitamin D is called the sunshine vitamin. Usually 90% of vitamin D is produced by sunshine exposure of the skin, and the remainder comes from diet. Now, there are a limited number of foods that contain adequate amounts of vitamin D that your body can use to meet its needs adequately. Traditionally, the human vitamin D system begins in the skin, not in the mouth. However, important sources of vitamin D you can include in your diet are things such as egg yolk, fatty fish like sardines and salmon, and beef liver. Also, a quick one on sunscreen before moving on. When it comes to sunscreen, make sure to use natural, non-toxic sunscreen, as chemicals commonly used in sunscreens are endocrine disruptors, they're estrogenic, and may interfere with thyroid and other hormonal processes in the body. And this can contribute to hormonal imbalances, period problems, and even certain cancers. My personal favorite non-toxic sunscreen is from the brand Edible Beauty, which I'll link below with a little cheeky discount too. Now, there are many factors that impact our hormonal and menstrual health. And while sunlight isn't a silver bullet for all of your period problems, it can most certainly play a very big role in improving your mood, sleep, energy, PMS, cramps, and overall hormonal health. The key is to become consistent with daily sunlight exposure and make it a habit. Remember, you are designed to feel good. Symptoms are an indication that your hormones are not performing effectively, and long-term, not addressing PMS, pain, or irregularities is a significant health risk, and it needs to be taken seriously. The most effective way to reclaim your health is to start with your habits and making small, achievable improvements to your daily habits that are permanent and not a fad. Making changes to your food and lifestyle, it can feel overwhelming. I've been there. And staying consistent, it can be really hard. But education is what makes it easier. Which is why you'll want to watch my next video to learn more about improving your hormonal health naturally for better periods without the PMS or cramps that get in your way of feeling amazing all month long. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.